Take Bill and Ted. Excellent. Make them listen to Simon and Garfunkel.
Hello, darkness, my old
And you get Luke and Lewis on Triple M Modern Digital.
Luke and Lewis on Triple M Modern Digital. We are back after a 2-day break. We didn't have Monday or Tuesday off, and I have been desperate to talk about how excited I am to do a show.
Really?
Yes.
Yep.
As you can, I'm excited because we've got an update on the war against Coles Radio today.
Yes. And there was also some confusion in the office yesterday that we wanted to get to the bottom of.
Yes.
It does involve, once again, our panel button pusher, Radio Mike.
Being Radio Mike.
You're often at the front of controversy in this group here.
I know, I'm starting to get a bit of a reputation on this show, I think.
Yeah.
So Radio Mike's getting a rep for being a little bit awkward, which
Yep.
I don't know if you guys picked up on that. But we got more coming up. Luke and Lewis on Triple M Modern Digital.
Yesterday, Lewis, we were in a meeting here at the radio station, and there was 4 people in the meeting. It was us two, Radio Mike, and another guy we'd never met before called Dom.
Yeah.
And we were discussing things for the show, and then during the meeting, it came to my attention that Dom didn't know Radio Mike's full name.
No, he didn't.
So for those who don't know, Mike's name is Michael Liberale.
And
is his last name.
his full name is Radio Michael Liberale.
Yes.
The name bestowed upon him at birth.
And Dom, who we hadn't met before, very confidently, near the start of the meeting, referred to Michael as Parente. He said, "Excuse me, Parente, can you shoot through that email later?"
Yeah.
And then
like that was his last
Lewis
name.
and I kind of looked at it like each other like, what? That's not Mike's name. And then Mike kind of looked at us like, and then I saw you think about correcting him, and then there was a clear decision where you just didn't. And then you said, "Yeah, no worries, man, I'll shoot through the email." And then for the rest of the interview, he referred to you as Parente 3 times, and then not once did you correct him.
So there's another producer at this company, and his name's Michael Parente. But when Dom, I hadn't met Dom either.
Yeah.
And he just referred to me as Parente, and you know what? It took me a few seconds to compute what was going on, and then I just accepted it and responded effortlessly.
I'll give you a pass for the first one. All right,
Here's
the
the thing,
first one, because that is
think-
confusing. But then that happened a second time. He said Parente, and you said yes. Like you just, this is my new name.
You were
And
like,
then
"Oh,
the
I'm
third
Parente now."
time- And by the third time, me and Luke were looking at you like, "Hey, that's not your name. You should say that my name's Liberale," but you just didn't.
You were thrown by his confidence, because he just really confidently said, "Hey, Parente, hit me up." And you were just like, "Oh my God, he thinks I'm Parente." And then you started being Michael Parente, which is not you.
See, I didn't feel as though it was my place in the meeting to tell him that
It's
my name
your
was...
name.
Who else's place would it be?
I thought you two were going to be like, "Oh, sorry, Dom, his name is not Michael
No, he
Parente."
called me Luke. He called him Lewis.
Yeah.
He knows my name's Luke Kidgel. He knows his name's Lewis Spears. We didn't have to... If he had called me Parente, I would have been like, "Nah, it's Kidgel."
Yeah. I wouldn't have corrected him if he was calling Luke Tom. It's his name. It's your correction. And also, by the third time, I just wanted to see how many more times he would say it wrong before
I
you
think the
corrected
second
him.
time's the last time you could have corrected him, and then I think I saw you go to correct him the third time, then you just went, "Nah, I'm Michael Prince today. This has gone too far."
Well, you know what? You guys kept, after the first 2 times, every other time you guys kept looking at me and laughing, and then
It
I
was
kept
funny.
So earlier today, we decided we should give Dom a call to tell him that your name isn't Michael Parente.
Which he should know by now because Michael has sent him emails with his real second name in it. So
Yeah.
by now, there should be no correction needed.
There's no confusion, really. Your name's just Michael Liberale. The other producer, Michael Parente, works in a different state. It doesn't even work here. He works at the Brisbane radio station, right?
So we got Mike to give Dom a call to confirm if he still actually thinks Michael's name is Parente.
Hello, Dom speaking.
Dom, it's Parente from work. How are you?
Hey, good mate, how are you?
Good. Hey, I just wanted to chat to you just off the back of yesterday's meeting with Luke and Lewis.
Yes, yep.
I just wanted to check, did they send through an email to you with all that information you needed in regards to all the imaging and stuff?
Yeah, I think we're all good. So we've got a show opener. They sent through some sweeps, and we're going to do 2 segment intros. So
Yeah,
certainly
brilliant.
enough to get started with.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much, man.
As soon as it's all done, I'll copy you in on the email to Tim's.
Yeah.
It's obviously good for you to know where it is as
Yeah.
well. So I'll make sure you're included.
Yeah, that'd be great. Just CC me, Michael.Parente. Thanks, man.
Easy.
All
Will
right.
do. No worries, mate.
All right, Parente out.
Speak soon.
Okay.
So there it is.
Very well done.
He definitely thinks Mike's name's Parente.
Yeah, we've confirmed that. So what we think is,
Well, we just thought give him a call straight back and let him know that's not your name.
yeah, we had to tell Mike that he has to correct Dom.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he's just going to call you Parente forever. So Radio Parente gave him a call back and corrected him.
Hello, Dom speaking.
Hey, Dom. So sorry, it's Parente again, man.
You're fine, mate.
Sorry to bother you. Hey, just one more really quick one.
Mm.
Do you think that my surname is Parente?
Is it?
No, it's not.
Are you guys recording a bit of gear?
Yeah, it's not.
Oh, very
it's not
good.
Parente. It's Liberale.
In the meeting, I noticed you called him it the first time, and here's the thing: it's not on you because there is another Michael Parente who works at the company, and I was so shocked that our Michael Liberale, didn't pull you up on it. Didn't say, "Oh, sorry, man, my name's actually Michael
Yeah.
Liberale."
And then you did it. You said Parente 2 more times, and he just started answering you, didn't correct you, and then his
Well, I
name was
think-
Parente
No,
forever.
it's not your fault, Dom.
I think it's done now.
It's 100% Mike for not just saying, "Hey, man, it's an obvious mistake to make."
Yeah.
And then
So
Mike,
this is why I'm getting called Brad now.
huh?
Lewis emailed me before and said, "Hey, Brad."
Oh, did I?
Oh, that's another guy Lewis was supposed to email. Did you actually do that?
Yeah, did I? Oh, I'm an idiot too.
You're stupid.
It's all going so well, boys.
I know. All right.
You
my
should have called us on your radio show, Tom.
Yeah, I'm on at midnight, boys. So.
All right, brilliant. Well, thanks for taking the call, Brad.
So just clearing up, it's Michael Liberale. So we're sorry, Dom. It wasn't your fault. It was everyone else in the room should have just corrected you the first time, and none of us did. And then by the third time, it had gone too far. And
I think so. And I'm only going to answer to Brad from now on.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Thank you very much, Brad.
See you, Brad.
later.
Thank you.
See you.
This turned into a bit of an expose on me being an idiot at the end there. Started off as Mike not correcting people, ended up with I'm stupid.
Yeah, you just also doing. Yeah, well, you were confident. You confidently called him Brad, or did you just not realize?
That was in an email because I was emailing 2 people at the same time. One of them was called Brad.
Did
and
you email Brad saying, "Hey, Dom"?
Oh no.
He's just checking now.
Yes, I did.
All right.
Cool.
After the break, I want to get the real Michael Parente on
Yeah.
the line.
And we're going to call him Liberale as many times as we can and see how many times it takes to him to correct us.
What do you mean? It's not going to take any time. We're going to call him Liberale once, and then he's just going to probably be like, "That's not my name," because that's what you should do, Radio Mike.
Yep. All right. So 3 is the number to beat. We'll be back after this.
Lewis, we are delving into a bit of controversy that we had yesterday in a meeting here at the radio station. A guy named Dom, who works with us here, was in a meeting with us, and it was just us 3, me, you, and Radio Mike.
Yep.
And he referred to Radio Mike as Parente.
3 times
throughout the
in an
entire
hour.
meeting.
And without being corrected by Radio Mike, he just said it 3 times. Mike didn't correct him, and we left the meeting with him thinking that Mike's name is Parente.
And for those that don't know, Mike's name is Michael Liberale, not
Yeah.
Parente. But however, there is actually a Michael Parente who works at the company. He works in Brisbane, though.
Don't
so
know
we're
how that got confused.
really confused as to why Dom even thought that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just confusing.
Yeah,
Right?
and we gave Dom a call before the show to correct him and let him know that Michael's name is Liberale. If he wants to call him by his second name for some reason,
Yes.
he has to say Liberale.
And-
Mike, when were you going to correct him? Because we forced you to call.
Would have you just lived the rest of your life with your relationship with Dom, and you just going, "All right, like Dom thinks I'm Parente forever"?
Boys, I guarantee you I never would have corrected Dom. I would have just...
Like, he
gone-
could have been the best man at your wedding, and you just would have never corrected him.
I
Mr.
never
and
would have...
Mrs. Parente, congratulations.
No, I would have never corrected him. I would have just gone through this radio journey being Parente specifically
But here's
to
the
him.
thing: the longer you don't correct him, the weirder it gets. Where
Yeah.
if 10 years down the track he did find out that your
wouldn't
name was
believe you.
Liberale, he would be like, "Why didn't you tell me 10 years ago?"
No, you wouldn't. Luke, if you told me your name was actually Luke Sampson, I would not believe you. Because I've been calling you Kidgel for years.
Yeah, because
So,
it's such a weird thing to lie about and not say anything.
Well, like I said before, I figured one of you two would stand up for me.
No.
And just
no
explain
way.
it.
It's
Not our
your
name.
job. And in fact, mate, to prove that it is your job and how easy it is to correct someone when they use the wrong name, what we're going to do is we're going to call the real Michael Parente, and I'm going to call him Liberale as many times as I can in the call, and you're going to see it's just going to be like
It'll
one
just be
time.
once. You'll say, "What are you going to say?" Hey, Liberale.
Liberale.
He'll
I'll just
say
say
that's
this-
not my name.
Yeah,
This
it'll
is
be
we
once.
want you to okay, here's the thing. Michael Parente right now knows he knows he's gonna be getting a call, but he doesn't know we're on air.
He
and
thinks
he
we're
doesn't
calling
know why.
him for advice about videos
Yes.
because he makes videos. But we're going to give him a call now, and I'm going to see how many times it takes for him to correct me.
Watch and learn, Mike.
Hello, Michael speaking.
Hey, Liberale, it's Lewis from the Luke and Lewis Show. How you going?
Well, hey, not bad. How about you?
Yeah, I'm doing well. I just wanted to. We've seen your videos on Facebook and everything, and the lighting's really good. I was just talking to our Michael, and I wanted to work out who was filming it. And he was like, "Oh, Liberale films it all." So I thought I'd give you a call to ask about the lighting and everything.
I'm a little confused as to what's happening right now.
I just wanted to ask about the lighting, and everyone says Liberale's the man to call.
Interesting. I think you might have the wrong number.
Right. Well,
I'm
who have
not
I called?
Liberale.
Haven't I called Michael though?
No, you have called a Michael.
Yeah.
Not quite the Michael you've been searching for. Also with an interesting last name, Parente.
Oh, right. See,
Yeah.
Well, now I've just learned that Michaels all take 3 goes before they correct you.
Oh, goodness me.
Hey, sorry, Michael. I'm here too. It's Luke. We were just calling you to test to see how long it would take you to stick up for yourself and just say, "Hey, that's not my name," because
Well, here's the thing about Michaels is that we band together. We all protect each other.
Right.
But here's the thing. Yesterday in a meeting, someone else at the company here called our Michael Liberale, Parente 3 times, thinking he
That's
was you.
So good.
Someone went, "Hey, Parente," and then Michael just went, "Yep," and then 2 more times throughout the meeting, didn't correct him, and then just left the meeting, and now this guy thinks that Michael Liberale is Michael Parente.
And I've just done the same thing to you, and you still didn't correct me until I did it 3 times. So I guess that's the magic number for Michaels.
Yeah, I mean, you've definitely caught onto something there. Us Michaels had kept that a secret for hundreds of years that we stood up for each other, protected each other. I've actually replaced Liberale on your show a couple of times, and you guys hadn't noticed, and vice versa. He's come up to Brisbane.
I thought
the gig's up
that
now.
our show had gotten really good for a couple of days. That must have been you coming in and doing Michael's job.
Here's the thing. We called you thinking, we'll just prove our Mike. We'll prove Radio Mike wrong. We'll be like, we'll just say, dude, watch it. We were literally saying to him, dude, he'll pull us up straight away if we call him Liberale. And then you kind of just didn't prove our point. Yeah.
So we were wrong, and everyone called Michael is very timid. Thank you very much, man.
Thanks, guys.
It's Luke and Lewis. It's Luke and Lewis on Triple M1 Digital.
Lewis, on Friday here at the radio station, we had a promotional event run by Slurpee, the company. Or I think are they a company or is it just 7-Eleven?
I think 7-Eleven owns Slurpee because I think initially 7-Eleven had like a
Slurpees.
slushy machine, and then they're like, "What are we doing? This is stupid. It costs like 1 cent to make a Slurpee. We'll just make our own." And so they own Slurpee.
Slurpee, okay.
A little bit of 7-Eleven business history for you there, mate.
Yeah, which I think you didn't research at all. You just assumed that's how it went down.
If it sounds true, it probably is. You're welcome, listeners.
So, we're at this promotional event, and obviously there's lots of Slurpees going around. I was having free Slurpees and stuff, and there was lots of employees from Slurpee.
They brought machines up on the roof.
That was
somehow,
every
put 'em
flavour,
there,
right?
And I was loving it. I was getting free Slurpees.
And because, obviously I had every single Slurpee flavour in the world to choose from. Guess what I got?
What'd you get, mate?
Just what I usually get, lemon lime bitters. Didn't even try 2 flavours, just filled up the whole cup.
Just nah.
I ignored the other 19 flavours on offer. Anyway.
That were for free.
Yeah. So there was lots of promotional items being handed out by the Slurpee employees, like drink bottles and stuff. Wasn't really interested. I'm not
drink bottles, lanyards,
Yeah,
just things
classic
that are going to end
promotional
up in a
things.
landfill,
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff.
So, and then I was on my way out of this event, and I got stopped at the door by one of the Slurpee employees, and it was a girl, and she goes, "Hey, free Slurpee voucher," and I was like, "Oh, no, thanks." And then just because I'd already blocked a drink bottle, I'd blocked a USB, and I'd blocked a lanyard. I was like, I'm not interested in anything.
If free Slurpees are on offer and it's there, sure.
I was holding a Slurpee as she offered me a free Slurpee, and I'm like, no, I've got one, it's fine.
But you don't want to redeem a free Slurpee.
Yeah. So
No
she
way.
goes, yeah. No, yeah. So she goes, yeah, one free Slurpee. And I was like, no, thanks. And then she goes, oh, why not? She couldn't believe that I didn't accept a free Slurpee. And she goes, oh, no, just take one. I'm like, aren't they $1?
Yeah.
And she goes, yeah. And I'm like, well, no, thanks. I'm fine. I've got $1. And then she goes, oh, don't worry. You can have a few. Oh, great. Thank you. $3.
Which I think is the first time in your life that you've ever turned down something free.
Yeah, because, well, I'll accept something for free if it has value.
But you don't want to go and get it. That's the thing. Like Slurpees that were on the roof, their machines,
Yeah.
I'll have one. But I don't want to take a piece of paper and then go and get one. I took one of those vouchers to be nice. And then I remember thinking, I'm like, oh yeah, free Slurpee, that'd be nice. And then I remember leaving the place, coming into work the next day. 7-Eleven is about 100 metres down the road. And I was like, I'm not going to redeem this.
That would be the
I can't be bothered.
saddest
I put it in the bin.
transaction of your life.
Yeah.
That would be the saddest thing to watch. You're going and going, hey mate, just one Slurpee. And the guy's like, that's $1, thanks. You're like, oh, I think you're mistaken. I have this Slurpee voucher here to redeem. And he'll be like, oh, by golly gosh, you do, sir. And then he'll bow to you and probably pour it for you.
Yeah,
Unless
you
you
know
get
what?
some kind of service.
No, you know what? I think if you walked into 7-Eleven and you showed the guy a voucher, even though that guy works at 7-Eleven, he would feel sorry for you. I think there's a lot of scenarios that we go through in life where it's not exactly clear, or everyone has a preference one way or the other of whether or not during that thing that's happening, you want to have a chat to the person that you're doing it with, or it's happening to. So
yeah, it's usually like when someone else is providing you a service, like invite someone over to do your lawns. Do you want to chat or no chat to that guy?
Yeah, basically. So, I guess a classic one is when you go into a cafe and they know you by name. Do you want to have a chat to them, or do you just want to order and get out of there? So I thought we could turn this into a little bit of a game, and today we're going to do this.
Shut up, don't want to hear it.
Unless I want to hear it.
Chat or no chat?
So, let's play chat or no chat, Luke. The rules are very simple. I'm going to list a scenario or a service that's happening. You've got a couple as well. And we're going to just discuss whether or not we want to have a chat or we don't want to chat while it's happening. First one, hairdresser. Chat or no chat?
I'm happy to have a chat to a hairdresser.
You do like a chat?
Well, there's nothing else to do. You can't really... you know what I hate? I walk past barbers all the time, people sitting on their phones.
Yeah, rude.
That's rude to the hairdresser, but not only, like, hair would just fall on the phone.
And they can read everything that you're doing.
Yeah.
So you don't really want to
So
do
I'd
it.
rather just chat.
Yeah. No, I don't mind a chat with a hairdresser.
Otherwise, you're literally just staring at yourself in a mirror, which is vain as.
You know what I don't like though is the barber I go to. It's like a nice one, so they give you a head massage. I like a chat during the haircut. Don't like a chat during the massage.
As soon as you start
Too
rubbing me,
intimate.
no chat.
Yeah. If there's rubbing involved, no chat. So I mean that covers brothels, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Next one.
Definitely no chat. Dentist. Now, I went to the dentist this morning, right?
Yeah.
My preference, no chat.
Nah, no chat.
But
Or actually a little bit of chat beforehand, so you know you trust the guy. But during, nah. No.
This morning, I'm actually like, I know my dentist sort of, I guess just from over the years, going to the dentist, right?
Yeah.
And he knows about the comedy and stuff. And this morning I was at the dentist and he's like, how's the comedy been going, mate? And I've got my mouth open. He's got like things in my mouth. I'm like, oh, good.
Yeah, you can't talk to
no
the
chat
guy during.
because no chat, literally because I can't chat right now.
Yeah, would love a chat, can't chat.
Yeah, your hands are in my mouth, and that's impeding on this.
Okay, here's a contentious one. This is something that a lot of people fight over, you and I included. Uber, chat, no chat.
I'm happy to have a chat, especially if they're cutting my hair in the Uber. Chat away.
That's a little bit unsafe, although 5 stars
Yeah.
if you can do both. No chat, no way.
You sit in the back to avoid a chat.
Absolutely. I get in the back, I go, hello, get out my phone immediately. I give out signs of I give out no chat signs. In
Here's
fact,
the thing.
I've figured out the perfect no chat answer to a question. Whenever you get in the Uber and they say, oh, where are you going? You just say, just traveling for business. That is the universal no chat, mate.
Yeah. See, I don't go in looking for a chat,
Yeah.
but I'll sit in the front and I'm scrolling on my phone and if they go, so mate, how come you're in town? Say if I'm interstate or whatever. And I'm happy to chat, but I'm not going, hey mate, how's the kids? Like
You're
I'm
not initiating chat.
No one's initiating chat in an Uber, but I'm happy. You know what? I'm a chat in an Uber, but only reciprocal chat.
Yeah.
I'm not throwing out new ideas into the conversation. I'm reciprocating everything they're saying,
Yeah.
and then I'll stop and go back to my phone
Okay.
usually.
I've got one. Radio show. Chat, no chat.
Chat.
Yeah.
Last one.
Yeah.
Gynecologist. Look, I'm going to speak for all women out there. No chat.
It's Luke and Lewis on Triple M Modern Digital, and Luke, it's time to talk about our intros that play throughout the show.
People, regular listeners of the show would have heard these intros. They play at the start of every show. It's edgy rock music, very Triple M, very modern, very digital, right? And the key thing to our show intros is that they name iconic duos and then compare them to us.
Duos that used to be iconic.
Yes, like
in the
Simon and
90s.
Garfunkel and Mulder and Scully, you may have
Yes.
heard. Batman and Robin.
Yeah, still relevant,
Yeah,
but
Bert and
also
Ernie.
from the 1920s.
We get compared to. This is an example of one of the intros that plays on our show.
Like Batman and Robin.
Holy hole in a donut!
Or maybe a bit more like Bert and Ernie. Hey, Bert. This is Luke and Lewis on Triple M Modern Digital.
Yeah, just not a fan. Just have never really been a fan.
In 3 months, and we've decided to stand up for ourselves, and we thought we should...
We were never given the option to write our own. We were just presented with these, and I have a sneaking suspicion that these were pre-written for just any duo,
But-
and then they just re-record them every time new people would have come in with the show.
But we've since spoken up, and the radio station's actually said, all right, well, you can write your own intros if you want.
And we
So
went,
we were
are
like,
you sure?
Are you sure about that? They're like, yeah, just send us it through. So today we've actually gone ahead and we've made some demos for a couple of new intros, and we've kept the same format. We like the format of naming
the
iconic duos.
That was the only thing that Triple M Modern Digital said. It's like, you guys can do whatever you want, but you have to reference other iconic duos. So that's what we've done, and we would love your input on it. If you have a favourite out of the many that we've made, hit us up. This one is my one, Luke, the first one. I think it really does compare two things. So have a listen. Let me know what you think. Like inhaling and exhaling. Or maybe a bit more like up and down. This is Luke and Lewis on Triple M Modern Digital. Yeah?
Strong.
Yeah, pretty
because they're, everyone knows inhaling, exhaling, do it all the time.
I do it all day, actually. Can't get enough.
Up and down, familiar with that concept? Great. Probably more familiar with up and down than Mulder and Scully, I'll be honest.
That's true. That's true. I mean, up and down, you don't even need to have a TV show from the 90s to understand. So that's a bit of a plus there. What do you think?
Yeah, good. Yeah, it's in the maybe pile. I've got another one for you.
Yep.
Okay, this is one I made. I thought it's more to do with our radio show.
Okay,
so this is
a bit about us.
Yeah, but it's more about Triple M on a digital in our show. Like digital radios and Teslas. Or maybe a bit more like a sneeze and a fart. This is Luke and Lewis on Triple M Modern Digital.
What
do you reckon?
The one. That's it. Sneeze and a fart. I love it. Put it in. The segment's done. I like that one. And, I don't even want to play mine. This one is, I was thinking, Luke, our show could get a little bit more highbrow. I mean, I know we love sneezing, we love farting, but...
We love doing those two things at the same time.
What if we made our show, we pivoted, made it a little bit more political.
Yeah.
Like
Let's hear it.
3AW, and this is what their intro to that show would be. Like Barnaby Joyce and your work colleague. Or maybe a bit more like Kevin Rudd and being backstabbed by your own party, then being replaced by Julia Gillard. But then, 2 years later, being reinstated as Prime Minister. And then losing the election anyway. This is Luke and Lewis on Triple M Modern Digital. Amplify the now.
Strong. Good branding.
Yeah.
I mean... Yeah.
Do you like the long format?
Yeah, it's a bit long.
Very long. Why?
But it's hard to, to explain Kevin Rudd's political career in a very short time frame.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, that guy wasn't more of a duo. It was more of like a massacre where
Yeah.
everyone just threw in a punch.
All right, so we thought these three were good, but then we thought let's join forces and we'll make one together. And we think this is it.
Ultimate intro.
We think this is the new intro to our show.
Like Triple M Modern Digital are making bad intros.
Or maybe a bit like our show and making fun of the people who employ us.
This is Luke and Lewis on Triple M Modern Digital.
Not for long, though. It's time to talk about the war against Coles Radio, who
Yes.
are currently smashing our radio station in the ratings. We're being beaten in radio ratings by a supermarket. It's embarrassing. We need to smash them.
It's digital radio warfare at its highest, and look, we've tried everything really. We've tried infiltrating Coles with people who work there. We've had a listener of our show say who's going to switch it to Modern Digital, and he's Coles, but that solves a little bit of the problem, but there's 801 Coles stores roundabout in Australia.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's not the complete solution.
We need 801 Coles store managers on the phone today.
Yes.
To change it to Triple M Modern Digital. Otherwise, there's no way we can beat them in the ratings.
So we came up with another idea, which was we noticed. Well, when we say we came up with an idea, we stole someone else's idea.
Yes, yeah.
Woolies have just recently partnered with Pandora Radio for their in-store music.
The digital radio supermarket industry has got a crazy amount of synergy going on.
There's a lot of competition happening, and it's a big marketplace, and we wanted to get amongst it. So we thought, well, look, Coles Radio have their own radio station. Woolies have partnered with Pandora Radio.
Mm-hmm.
We thought, let's call the next best thing.
Yeah.
So today we actually gave Aldi a call. Aldi
Yes.
Supermarkets a call.
I mean, it's the perfect partnership. We are the Aldi of radio. They are the Aldi of supermarkets. So it just works. We thought we would give them a call and propose that maybe instead of playing, whatever they play, they should play something that's a little bit modern, a little bit digital, and has us on it.
Now, we called them earlier in the day, and we can't actually air that call because they told us we couldn't.
Yes.
And so, but really, which I thought was quite rude, because we came to them seriously with a good business opportunity. I mean, we hadn't exactly run it past the bosses here if they wanted to partner with a major supermarket chain, but we thought, hey, it seems good for business.
Yeah,
it can't
really
hurt
good,
the company.
Really good for business. I mean, they would, everyone would be lucky. We would get Aldi shoppers pumping their fist on Fist Bump Fridays.
Yeah.
It'd be happening for
Again,
both teams.
Exactly.
So we told them, you can have our radio station for free. Don't know how the bosses feel about that.
I don't know how these deals work.
The person that we spoke to said that they actually only accept proposals in writing. So we went, okay, cool. What's your email address? And they said they don't have an email address. You literally have to write it down on paper and post it in.
Yeah.
That is
said-
not modern or digital at all.
They were like, go to your local pet store, buy an owl, then attach a scroll to the owl and post it accordingly. And we said, yeah, that's not modern or digital.
No, you might as well have asked me to send a telegram. I don't know how to post a letter. So, you know what? Aldi doesn't deserve Triple M Modern Digital.
So we broke up with them over the phone, which is why the phone call ended a bit bitterly, and perhaps why the lady on the other end didn't let us air it.
I think when I shot myself in the foot by saying, look, I'm going to stop you there and preemptively break up with you because it sounds like you're not interested in Modern Digital. I don't think she was too much of a fan of that. But
she was confused because she didn't think she was in a relationship with our show.
And that's why we have to talk about the phone call instead of playing it. So, Aldi is a no-go, but Luke and I have come up with the ultimate plan, which we're going to reveal tomorrow. I think this is going to take down Coles Radio.
We think we've devised a plan which some people might think we're doing this for personal gain. We will strongly argue otherwise until the day we die.
Yes, absolutely. So tomorrow we're revealing the great plan to bring down Coles Radio and to not, increase our careers. I mean, if it happens, it's just a byproduct that wasn't planned.
Exactly.
So we'll tell you all about it tomorrow.
Coles Radio, if you're listening, watch out.
Luke and Lewis. That brings us to the end of the show. We had a lot of good times, things that will be remembered forever, Luke.
Yes, we amplified the now. That's all we ever go out to do in this show.
Yeah, we made our own intros, and I think, honestly, they're definitely going to get picked up. But that's the end of the show, guys. And I think what's going to happen tomorrow is we're going to reveal our master plan that will take down Coles Radio.
Which you must keep in mind overnight, that it's not for personal gain.
No.
And it might come across like that, and just be assured that no way, that's not the case.
I mean, gaining from it is just a byproduct.
Yeah.
It's a coincidence, basically. But we do have a big announcement that has nothing to do with us.
Yep.
It's all about taking down Coles Radio. That's coming out tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow.
See you later.
Check
Luke
out the
and Lewis.
podcast.